beautiful episode of Open Thoughts on Open Dimension. Where the thoughts are real. It's easy to hold a vibe, it's easy to subscribe. Turn on all notification and hold a vibe with Open Thoughts every day. Once the nature or the weather or the conditions are alright. Open Thoughts will always be here. Holding our meds a deep, deep connection with my soul, with the camera, without the camera, So I'm grateful to be here delivering my mind to the world. Like it or not, vibration is life. Now yesterday, I went up in the mountains, as you could see. I'm back down now. And some things happened to me yesterday that I want to share because it's a part of me to document my life, And to me, this is a form of documentation. So 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the road, I will always come back to the internet and see that what I did in the past paved the way for me for the future. And that's why meditation is. That's why understanding yourself is. You understand that the things you do, the things you partake in, the energy that you spend on something, on yourself, not the playgrounds of the devil, I mean. And when I say playgrounds of the devil, I mean literally playgrounds of the devil. We're living in hell. Oh, the queen just died. Queen just died. But when you see that the kings are returning, you have to sit down and pip the system. You cannot be a fool. Stop being a fool. You know what you're seeing. You could feel it. Everybody could feel it. But back to the story yesterday. Sorry, I got a little bit emotional in a sense because anger, because we know our strengths, but we play fiddle. They teach us to be calm, but they teach us to be calm in our physical manner of speaking. But all the time, they're embedding, they're destroying our spiritualness. It's the physical, and without the spiritual, there is no physical. And without the physical, there is no mind. And without this mind, this perception of a world you looking at. If you change your perception of things, like change the way you look at things, and the things you look at will change. If you change the way you look at the world, what you think will happen to yourself? When you understand alcohol is meant to destroy you, when you understand the television shows is meant to distract you from visualizing the possibility of your freedom spiritually, but they do it in a way to lock you like a trap with cheese waiting for the black rats. So their cats could devour us, but their tricks is not of holies, not of God. So back to the story, I kind of go into a dimension, a deeper I didn't really want to go to. But as it comes, I let it out because it's a vibe. If you get this far, all I like, all I vibe. And let's go on. So I went up to this slave house. Felt good because whole morning I seen 888 on number plates and 88 day and 8 day and 8. So I say, well, why all these synchronicities this morning? 8. I'm going up on a bus. A white car in the left of me have 888. I say, well, what is this one? Because I realized I've seen all these numbers, and I realized people in Grenada start to see these numbers 11, 11, and 10, 10, 10, and 1, 1, 1. They say that guidance from the universe, so I decide to follow that. So I went up in the mountain just before a Rasta man house and bam. You know, talking, the rain started to fall because Budge Grove is a wet place. And he started to tell me something and we started a conversation and then I just feel boom, fall. I fall down on the ground, you know. When I lie down on the ground, the left side of my body seeing the Rasta man. But my right side of my body seeing all spiritual warfare, seeing all kind of evil things. Like I'm a kind of individual. If I don't experience something, I wouldn't say. You know? I'm even afraid to tell my future wife because first thing she'll say, I need to rest. No. But at the same time, I cannot rest knowing that I have a responsibility. How can a man sleep? How can a man sleep? And knowing you have responsibility, you have to be a madman. And my responsibility is not the responsibility of my family alone. For the next generation, because I made up my mind, no matter what I'm doing, is for the next generation, because this generation, the generation is forever changing. And if I have to leave this world, my time is done. I have to leave something that will help change the generation, the next generation to come. So back to the thing. Boom! I seen all the evil in my eye. Evil on the right side of my eye. And I seen the Rasta man on the left. And I just get up. But my body was paralyzed for a little bit. But I seeing how can a human being, how can a normal, humble human being, non-educated fella like me, look at me, right? Just love to play music. Go up and experience these dimensions of enhancement and come back and talk about it with free faith, with courage. What do white people did, the Europeans did to block our powers from reaching its higher heights? No, it's you. You have to make a decision. What you want to do, free will. Free will is about doing what you have to do. Gosh, the first the creator is so ultimately being and powerful. He gave you free will, the most powerful energy you could ever ask for. But we know, loving the world. That's why I say a man of the world will never see. A man of the world will never see. So when not the world, meaning the activities of the world, the playing of the world. You understand? And then I got up, back to the story, and I played some lovely guitar. A black cat came by and just started to sing for me. I said, whoa, this is some next level. But all in openness, I want to just say, 4 years ago, I went on a change because of responsibility. And I never turned back to the world that I came from. So imagine if I could do it. With 4 years, I know you have people older than me and doing this shit, but if I could change my life around in 4 years, what you can do with yourself, bring back the queen is dead. For a little while you have a little freedom, because in these things you have gaps. Open up yourself and understand what I'm saying. The monarch is dead. So what are you doing with the spaces that you have right now? The time that you have right now before they crown the king. That's not the real king. So open up yourself. That's why I'm telling you, connect to yourself before it's too late. I'm not here to preach fear. I'm here to preach preparedness. Link yourself with the Father. Create yourself. Create yourself a new self. ask the Father for forgiveness, surrender, seek the kingdom, and everything else will open thoughts.